Hi guys, this is Raquel with paintsandglitter.blogspot.com, and I'm here to show you a project that I completed for a swap. It is a small loaded envelope for the Facebook group Loaded Envelopes Galore, I believe it's called. And the theme was Alice in Wonderland, and I just wanted to show you what I did with that. I got the image of Alice off of the internet. I used my Cricut Explore Air to print and cut it out, and for that particular image there, it ended up looking like this. And then I went ahead and colored her in with Derwent pencils and also a gloss medium, and I finished off her dress, earring, and little shoe there and hat with glossy accent, or not glossy accents, it was liquid Ranger liquid pearls. And then so I used different colors on that, and then here for the flowers I used the Cricut also to cut those out, and then for all of the flowers I used a little bit of gesso and glitter just to make them shabby. The first pocket here I used the Cricut to cut out what looks like a little piece of lace there at the bottom. I did add a tiny bit of doily there, and then I added a lace trim here. I painted almost everything with gold paint just to tie it all together, and I added a little charm there. I added a sprig of pearls, and then I also threaded some ribbon throughout that paper here, and just a little pearl gem there. Since the envelope was smaller, I didn't want to add too much there because even the pocket was not very big, so the only thing I fit into that front pocket was the wand. But as for the envelope itself, it's all covered with gesso, splattered with gold paint and white gesso and white paint. And so for the first pocket here, I was able to put in this little wand that I made with the paper collection. I just fussy cut the teapot and added a black heart sequin, glitter, this eyelash trim, and I made the rosette with the heart edges with the Cricut, and I added gold paint and gesso to that as well. And as you can see there on this die cut, I also added gold paint to the edges, 2 types of seam binding, a little heart sequin, and this little charm that's got the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, and some lace, and also this trim here that was gold. And then the back of that, I did the rabbit with a little charm holding the clock. This was, I also print and cut with the Cricut and added glossy accents to some of the details there, and pearls, or sorry, glossy accents there to the vest. And then I added the little heart sequins there. This is actually a fabric heart. Behind that fabric heart, which has a sticky back, there is another heart that has the same shape as the fabric one, but in between I sandwiched the washi tape. I'm sorry, that's the black and white, so that it would give it that look. So it's got texture there, and then it's got gold paint that I placed on to give it some shimmer there. Just a little die cut there to finish that off. So that's the wand. And then I made the tag. One of the requirements was a large tag. So for that, and we had to use at least 2 images. So from Alice in Wonderland. This particular one is just a saying. It says, "Sometimes I believe as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast." So I used my print and cut for that. I added another rabbit charm, and this one he's holding a deck of cards some seam binding and twine, and the same gold trim there. And then I cut out the bottom here, which is these little butterflies with a die cut, and added gold and pearls there. And then the back is just the part of the paper collection, and I left that blank in case she wants to add a sentiment or a word here. She could do that and reuse the tag. So that's the large tag. And then inside I placed, well, let me take these all out. I placed these little bags with just some buttons. I made the toppers and the tag inside. With the Tea Time collection, I used a Kaiser Craft collection of papers, and Momenta, I believe, was the other brand. And I got these tags that I print and cut out from the internet, and they're all Alice in Wonderland theme on. And they have, some of them have the Cheshire Cat, some of them say "Drink Me." And what I did was I put gold paint on the edges to tie them all together like that. And then I also used stickles and glossy accents for the little hearts there. A little washi on the back. So that's those. And then for this one, I just used the stamp of the Mad Hatter with some die cuts that I layered there, and some of this really fun trim. These also have the same. I just really like those colors. I thought it went well with the paper collection, and then I added some gold to those. And then this one, it's the same paper collection. The paper in the background here with the diamonds is Prima. I found these stickers that I thought went really well. Those are from Heidi Swapp. And then here's another stamp of Alice when she's in the room and she's too big for the house. And a couple of dies there to finish that off. This is the same paper on the inside of the envelope, and then the teacup paper here. The back of the envelope I finished with a doily that I also added gesso and glitter to. I included a little bit of pink lace there. An altered clip that just has a white rose, some pearls, trim, and another bunny charm there. And I made this little charm with pink pearls. And then this is just a little altered clip that I made with just different colored glitter, and it says "Live." And I made the little bow. And let's see what else. This is just a little envelope that I made with the same paper collection, and just added some little details of sort of like a currently. So I made the little card to go inside, and then just added my details there. And this also has just the gold paint throughout. I like mixed media, so had a little fun with that. And then I cut out this background to look like lace, but it's paper from the same paper collection that I was using throughout, which looks like watercolor. And I went ahead and splattered that, and also splattered it with gold paint, so gesso gold paint. And yeah, so that's the envelope in and of itself. I added a little gem there to that flower. I don't know if I mentioned that. So there's that. Now I found the envelope to be a bit small, so I knew that I couldn't include everything that I wanted to give her in the envelope itself. So I went ahead and just made some bags, or altered some bags. So I stamped them, colored them, added gold paint. This one has the hat, like the Mad Hatter hat. And the other requirement was to make 5 embellishments. So I made this one with another image of the rabbit, the same as the wand, but it's actually a paper doll. So this one, he's wearing a different outfit. And then I added glossy accents to that. I made these flowers with a die some rolled flower dies that I have, and added this little green gem, added pink eyelash trim, and then I actually hand drew and colored in those little hearts to go with his outfit. And this is a fabric heart that I cut out, and I wrote the word curious, and to tie it all in together, added a piece of tulle there in the background for texture. And then the back is, I left it white in case she wanted to write something there. And then this one, I used a stamp of Alice with the flamingo that I colored in, and this is on chipboard, so I painted the background. I made this little heart piece with a mold and gesso, or I'm sorry, plaster of Paris. I painted that in gold and pink. I added some feathers and a little bow there, some mulberry flowers, and some different die cuts to tie in the colors, and then another piece of chipboard in the back that I covered in the same paper collection. I glittered and added gold paint to the edges, a little pink button, and then the die cut is repeated on the back just to, you know, for thickness, and also so that she, if she wants to write something, she can. So that's Alice with a flamingo. And here's another bag that I altered, and I just stamped "We're All Mad" here. I used, in this case, the theme of the roses, so I put some rub-on roses there, and the other ones I stamped, and I also added some texture by using bronze-colored liquid pearls. And for that one, I went ahead and added a necklace of Alice that I wrapped around a piece of chipboard. The chipboard I painted and stamped with an image of Alice. Again, the Mad Hatter stamp on a die cut, some layered die cuts there. And then I just covered the back with some doilies, and so that the chain wouldn't get out of there, I put some washi tape on there. So, and that was just to hold the little necklace, and just some other little things. I got these also some ephemera that I went ahead and added glitter to, so that she has a collection there. And what I did was I also placed these on photo paper, so that if she likes multimedia, she can do something different with these, because it's not just cardstock, it's actually photo paper on the back. So she can do, you know, maybe like a mini album or something like that. And then this one I stamped on both sides. I really like this stamp with the hand there and all of that. And then I stamped Alice on the other side. And let's see, I made a couple of other embellishments. This one's got Alice holding the little pig. I colored her in and placed her that on one die cut that I trimmed in silver, another die cut behind her, and added the washi tape there, a little black die cut, and some rolled flowers, and some of that same doily. And then I added a little blue bow with a sequin, or not a sequin, yes, it has a sequin, and then a little blue diamond there. And that's just the same paper collection on the back. And then this one is another one that I made a little bigger, but I liked the paper because it said curiosity and the definition, so I added that because I thought it tied in well. And then this stamp is Alice when she's all stretched out. I made this piece here, painted it in gold, and added the black and glossy accents there. And I cut out this key die with outdoor gold vinyl on top of white cardstock. I added these little gems. The rabbit stamp is there in sort of like a red color, muted red color, and then there's gold on top. You can't really see it in the video. And then just some layered die cuts there for texture, the doily die cut there. And then I covered the back so that if she wanted to hang it or anything like that, it'd be I try to make them clean on the back as well.